guys, I'm on my way to Taylorsville, North Carolina to an estate sale. I was there earlier, but it was really busy. I had people with me and I could not stay, and I wanted to get permission to film in there before I went back to film, so I did. And I'm going back down there to film. They have a lot of glassware and vintage looking items, so that was one of the reasons I went earlier, because I was afraid it would all be sold out before I would get to take a look at any of it, because our estate sales around here are usually really busy. People lined up at the door, that kind of thing, and I never get there and wait in line. I just don't do it. I'm not a reseller, so I don't have to do it. I go for my own personal interest and to take you guys along so you can see what you can buy at estate sales and other places. So I'm going to go down there and film as much as I can, because mind you, I have to film around employees, family members, and other people there to shop at the estate sale. There's also a lot of outdoor yard ornaments and stuff for sale, so I want to take a good look at those as well. So I hope you enjoy this walkthrough of this estate sale with me. So that's 38, 30, 48. That's pretty. That's 48 more. I'm in the basement area now. I have a friend that likes yard statues, so I was hoping to find a yard statue for her, but I didn't find anything that I think that she would want. There were a couple of small deer statues that I know she would have liked, but unfortunately they were already sold. This is a wood-carved hummingbird statue, but it's damaged. I found this estate sale via estatesales.net. So if any of you are looking for estate sales in your area, go to estatesales.net and type in the city or the zip code to find estate sales near you. This is not a paid promotion for estatesales.net. They have not sponsored this video in any way, and I am not receiving any compensation for telling you about estatesales.net. I am simply informing you how I find estate sales in my area. This mini oil lamp is too cute. There is a lot of glassware and collectibles at this estate sale, and that's the main reason I wanted to come here. There is no access to the basement from inside the house. You have to access the basement from the outside of the house. Luckily for me, another customer pointed out the fact that the basement was here, and I needed to come down here and check it out. Look, that doll still has on her little sandals. These dolls have been well kept. The lady that lived here was an avid collector apparently, and she had some really nice stuff. As I said before, I got permission to film, so that's really important, y'all. Don't ever just walk in and assume it's okay for you to film at an estate sale, because a lot of times the people are deceased or have went into a nursing home or assisted living, and their family may be in attendance at the estate sale, and you want to make sure that you're respectful to those family members. These pictures are really vintage. There's some really cool stuff in this house, and I don't know how much of it I'll be able to show you, but I'm going to try to show you as much as I can. It is really busy here today for the first day of the sale. These are really large rolls of fabric. I don't know if maybe they did some reupholstering or whatever on the side. I'm not sure why they have all this fabric. She had a lot of concrete lawn ornaments. Some of it's still in pretty good shape, and some of it is broken and not in such great shape. This little gnome with the whiskey jug is kind of cute. He's $17. They're asking $75 for this picnic table. This little duck is kind of cute. I really wanted to buy this statue. They laid her down so that no one would knock her over. She has this spot on her leg, though, that was breaking, and I was afraid to buy it because if the spot breaks, then she could just crumble. There is a lot of glassware at this estate sale to choose from. There's a lady here that's a collector, and she just bought 2 genie bottles. They were the Italian Empoli genie bottles. I think she paid $65 a piece for them. They were really nice genie bottles. One of them was the green wax strip bark texture, and the other was like the honey gold color with the diamond texture on it. This bedroom furniture is in really great condition, y'all. Miniatures. Everything in here is for sale. So anything you see as I pan around through here, all of this stuff is for sale. I'm not sure if the family is keeping the house or if they're selling the house after this estate sale. I forgot to ask about that. This is late 50s, early 60s. That's a beautiful swan, but you all know I'm not a reseller and I am not a collector, so I'm going to leave that behind for someone else to buy and enjoy. The reason I knew all of this wonderful glassware would be here to look at was because Miss Faye, the estate planner, put pictures online at estatesales.net when she was advertising this estate sale. Baby doll, she created. The lady that lived here really took care of all of her stuff, and the furniture is all in really great condition. There are so many nice items at this estate sale. If you are a reseller, then you should have been here today. They're selling all of the items in the display cases, and the display cases themselves are also for sale. I think they're all vintage. We had this exact same set of cups when I was growing up. This candy dish is cute. I like the green and blue. There are more people coming into the kitchen to go through some of these cupboards, so I think I'm going to mosey back into the other room again and take another quick look around. You can ask any video creator, when you're looking from behind the lens of the camera, you tend to stay focused on what is right in front of you. So I'm always worried that I'm missing things. The floral arrangements, the lamps, the artwork on the walls, everything is for sale. The lady that lived here was in her 80s. So this is 80-some years worth of collecting. I had one of these Pillsbury Doughboys when I was little. They were all the rage back then. This is interesting. It's odd that it's sitting down here on the floor under the table. Maybe they just didn't think they had room for it above. If you're a reseller and you sell any type of glassware or knickknacks, you could probably find something in this house to resell. Look at all the knickknacks and stuff. It's just everywhere. No matter where you turn, there's a cabinet or some kind of a display case with knickknacks or glassware in it. The lady that lived here obviously had an eclectic taste in glassware and knickknacks. If it appears that I am going from one room to another and then back to the previous room, sometimes I am, just to get out of the way of other customers or staff members. It also gives me a chance to go back and get a different view of the room. I'm always looking at the clocks to see if they're working, and if they appear to be working, then I look to see if they're keeping the correct time. Because a clock can work, but it doesn't mean it keeps the correct time. That sound you hear in the background is a vacuum cleaner. Miss Faye runs a tight ship. They are straightening up and trying to clean up as much as possible because we're nearing the end of the first day of the sale. Y'all know I love teacups and saucers, so I've got to check out these teacup sets. Okay guys, I do have a collection of teacups and saucers. I collect teacups and saucers that are independent of sets. I do like an eclectic set of teacups and saucers, so when my friends come over, they can choose whichever teacup or saucer they want to use for the day that best fits their mood. I'm going to have to speed up this walkthrough if I'm going to make it through it all before closing time. The artificial fruit in this fruit bowl is glass. Here's some more teacups and saucers. I already have a cabinet full of teacups and saucers at home, so I do not need any more teacups and saucers, even though I love to look at them. There's vintage items everywhere you look, even in the kitchen cupboards. Here is a Jack in the Pulpit. I cannot believe the other lady that bought the 2 genie bottles left this behind. It's absolutely gorgeous. If I was to buy a piece of glassware today, that would have been it because I love the color green. But I'm not a reseller and I'm not a collector, so I'm going to leave it behind for one of you to buy. Look at the collections out here. I'm telling you, there's something for everybody to choose from. I'm telling you, I'm being totally honest with you. All of this glassware is in excellent condition. I have yet to see a chip or a scratch on any of it. I know a lot of resellers will probably wait until tomorrow or the next day to come and shop when things are 30 to 50% off. I hope for your sake that the stuff is still here. Lucite grapes apparently are really popular with a lot of the younger people right now. There's more swans over here. These are really cute. Yeah, it rained on me on the way here. Fortunately, it's not raining here, but it is so hot and humid right now. It's almost unbearable. There are so many different things to choose from in here. It's kind of overwhelming. I don't get overwhelmed easily, but it's just a lot to take in here. Miss Faye told me that there is a large shed out back that I can go through also, so hopefully I don't run out of time. I do like this blue and green candy dish on the pedestal. It's really cute, but I don't need it. Here's a little toothpick holder for $1. It was made in Brazil. The cabinets and the display cases are all full of stuff, and then there's stuff sitting out on tables and on the floor and everywhere else, so it just makes me wonder where she used to keep all of this other stuff. There's a lot of collections in here. Is this a cabinet?
No. It looks like it could be.
Well, that's what I'm out back in the large shed right now, and wow, there's some vintage items out here for sure. They told me that these boxes are full of canning jars, jelly jars, and things like that. We have apple orchards here, and I think these gallon glass jars are probably old cider jars. They also used to sell distilled vinegar in gallon jars like that. Everything's sold in plastic now, so when you can find glass jars like that, that's always a nice find. This metal garden arbor is really nice. Another couple was just looking at this, and I think that they're probably going to buy it. I'm pretty sure they said they were going to look that up and see how much one cost brand new to make sure that that was a good price. The ladders, the screen doors, everything in here I think is for sale. Look at all these little vintage tricycles. Oh my gosh. There's quite a few. Oh look, there's a vintage sled and a vintage wagon too. I think I've counted like 5 or 6 of these tillers in different sizes, and I think a few of them had already been sold. There's push mowers and other different types of lawn equipment I'm not familiar with at all, but yeah, I'm sure most of this stuff will get sold really fast because I've seen a lot of men that go around to the estate sales buying yard equipment. Whether they're resellers or not, I have no idea. Okay, I think I'm going to head back up to the house. I can finish filming up there. And FYI, I never give out the name or the address as to where these estate sales are held. And that's for the safety and privacy of the families that currently reside at the houses or may reside at the houses in the future. So please don't ever ask me to give you the name or the address, because I will not. I will simply tell you what city and state that the estate sale is held in. Nothing more. I am now outside on the patio shopping. Once again, I have no idea where the woman kept all of this stuff. Look at it. There is just so much here. This is all being held on the back of a trailer, a utility trailer. I'm assuming that some of these toys and stuff were from her children and grandchildren, but I don't know. That's just an assumption. Maybe it's just because I have sons. I'm not sure, but as I get older, I keep finding that less is more. And as I do go to estate sales, I think, wow, I would hate for my kids to have to clear out all of my stuff and sell it, because I know that, like, if I collected knickknacks and glassware and stuff like that, my sons absolutely would not want it. There's another statue that's for sale. The frog on top is damaged though. Okay, these are all broken pieces of yard art, sadly enough. Oh my God, y'all, this is just so overwhelming. There is just so much stuff inside and outside. Okay, it's only June 6th, and it's already in the 80s, and our humidity is so high right now. It's about unbearable. We usually don't have this kind of humidity until like late July, early August. It is just miserable out here. Let me turn around here and show you all of this. This cradle is cute. But look, do you see that utility trailer right there? It's just full of stuff. That's really neat though, the way they hung the wreaths and all on the back of it like that. It's kind of cool. I'm telling you, Miss Faye and her staff knows how to organize some stuff for an estate sale. And Miss Faye and her staff are all so friendly. It's like talking with old friends. Out of all the various glassware collections that I've seen today, I have not seen a ton of milk glass. And that's refreshing because everywhere you go, thrift stores, antique stores, wherever, there's always a ton of milk glass, and everyone keeps saying milk glass is making a comeback. But I'm still not so sure about that. I'm totally on the fence about that one. Maybe it's just in my area, but I see milk glass just sitting on the shelves. I do not see a lot of people running out and buying milk glass. That's just not what they're collecting around here, or at least it doesn't appear to be. Wrought iron tables and chairs last forever, and you can repaint it. So if you want furniture that'll last and not fall apart, buy some wrought iron. Seems like no matter which way you turn, there's just more glassware and more glassware to look at. There's so much stuff here that you could come on the 50% off day if you're a reseller and just clean house and have enough stock for the next 6 months probably. Now I'm in the little storeroom that's off of the patio, and look at all the stuff in here. There is just so much stuff at this house, y'all. But let me tell you, everybody that's here that knew this lady just talks about her like she was the best person in the world, that she could just put a smile on your face. Isn't that how we all want to be remembered? The large urns are for sale. I'm back in one of the bedrooms, and here's a lot of the costume jewelry that's for sale. These are all the necklaces. Most of the rings, earrings, bracelets, and brooches are out back on the patio near where the cashier is. Once again, this lady was in her 80s, so she had a lot of time to collect jewelry and everything else. So she had a lot. This is a trio of small angel shelf sitters. This is a really cute oil lamp. Years ago, I had a living room that was styled in all antique furniture, and I actually had oil lamps that I like to use on a regular basis. Okay guys, I gotta go pay for my final purchase. Okay guys, I just left the estate sale in Taylorsville, North Carolina. It was really nice. The lady running the estate sale, Miss Faye, gave me permission to come back and video. I was there twice today. The first time I could not video. So the first time I was there, I had other people with me, so I could not stay in video. So I was able to go back and video. I did buy this ring. It's a black onyx silver sterling ring. I paid $18 plus tax for it. Here's a better view of the ring. I just love this ring. I looked it up online, and these sell anywhere from $40 to over $100. Isn't it gorgeous? I just love this ring. I also bought a vintage jug. It's in the back. I can't reach it right now. It's a vintage wide mouth jug. I bought it for $3 to keep coins in. And that's all I bought, guys. This is the vintage 1 gallon jug I bought. They do not use these anymore. We have local apple orchards that make and sell apple cider, and I believe this one did have apple cider in it. Some of the local stores used to also sell 1 gallon of distilled vinegar in these glass jars, but everything's plastic now, unfortunately. I had a really nice time. There were some family members there of the deceased. They were all really nice. Miss Faye and her team are just really great. So if you ever get a chance to go to one of her estate sales, please do, because she organizes them really well. Anyway, guys, that's it for today. Thanks for watching. I hope to see you again for the next video. Love you. Bye.